What's going on, people of YouTube? Your boy M Lee, and I'm here to give you guys my picture settings for the LG Super Wide 21 by 9 aspect ratio monitor at a resolution of 2560 by 1080p. As you see at the bottom right of the screen, that's my unboxing video I did. The link is inside the description. A lot of people like that video. Thank you guys for showing me love and support, and shout out to the people that subscribe because of that. Now, what I'm going to be doing is giving you guys my settings for this TV. Shout out for the people that, asked for this video and stuff, and sorry for the long wait. I know it's been kind of a long wait, so sorry about that. So right now I'm recording the video directly off screen with my video camera. I was going to do screen capture, but if I do that, you guys can't see the menu that pops up. With that said, this is The Witcher 3 on PC, and I'm running it at the full resolution of 2560 by 1080p at the of course at the aspect ratio of 21 by 9. That's why you can't see the whole screen if I zoom all the way out. Well, I'm already zoomed all the way out, but if I try and scoot the camera back, I won't be able to reach the screen for the menus because this screen does not come with a remote. And just to answer another question, no, it does not have speakers. So you will have to invest, if you plan this on PC, of course, you will have to use your, PC hookups for audio and stuff like that, instead of relying on a headphone jack or audio outputs for this monitor. It does not have any at all. Like I said, it has an analog nub right up under the little light that's on the screen. You just move that inside any direction to bring up the menu. You have game mode if you go up, and game mode automatically adjusts the screen, to, game mode. And then on the right side, you have different, settings, different presets, FPS 1, FPS 2, and RTS. All these settings look horrible. They look like settings that you will see inside a TV. Basically, it boosts up. Well, RTS look kind of alright, but it makes everything super sharp and overly contrasted. And if I was younger, I would like this the way this looks. But as you get older and you start to realize that this is not how your TV should look, you don't want this setting. Everything is overly sharp and overly, saturated. Ultra saturated, like it's a cartoon or something like that. But it does look. It brings out the colors of the world and stuff like that inside this in particular game, but this is not what you want your TV to look like. Maybe you do. It all depends on personal preference. But this is the setting that you will see if this was inside a store, and it draws your attention. It draws your eye to it because it's so vibrant and colorful and sharp. And FPS 1 and 2 just look freaking horrible. The gamer looks alright, but that's not what I have my screen set to. And if you click to the right, you see this little, well, you can't see it, but there's like a little arrow, so you can click to the right, move to the right. And then under gamer, you can adjust different settings as well. Let me go ahead and turn this way so you guys can see. So there's different settings you can set as well when you go into gamer, like the brightness, the contrast, sharpness. And I actually got some settings set on this, but I don't even use gamer. Let me go back up. Basically, how I set my settings, I click to the left. I haven't did this in a long time, so I might have to do it a couple of times. So yeah, I click to the left, go down to picture mode, and then I go over to custom. So right now I'm under custom. So the analog nub thing on the screen is kind of hard at first because, I'm pretty sure a lot of people aren't used to using the analog stick to move through the menus. But once you get the hang of it, it becomes real easy, real easy to use. But you have custom, and to adjust your custom settings, I think you click on it. Yeah, you click on it, press N on the analog stick, and then you go down to picture adjustment, and you click to the right. And then here's what you guys want to see. So let me go ahead and move my camera to the right spot so you guys can see this more clearly. So I get my camera and stuff set up, I realized and forgot that this actually does have a volume indicator. So I think there is a green audio output for this monitor, but I'm for sure it does not have any speakers. At least I have never heard any volume coming out when I have it set for my PC and I have it set to the screen. I'm gonna try and figure out what's going on with that. But close that, click down or up, and then you go to the left to go to menu, and then right here you have your quick settings. You have quick settings. You can adjust your brightness, contrast. I don't adjust anything from the quick settings. I go down to picture, and my picture mode is custom, and then I go down to picture adjust. But before I even show you guys my settings, I'm gonna go back up to custom picture mode, and I gotta set to custom because picture mode is different from game mode. Picture mode has different settings as well. You have custom, of course, reader. Makes everything. This is to be good if your room is super super dark and just to save energy and stuff. And it does look, pretty okay, but it's real dark and stuff. It's for reading. Reader 2. It's a little bit more brighter. Photos is super vibrant. Reminds me of one of the game mode settings. And then cinema for watching movies and stuff. But for cinema, this is too much color. You're supposed to have more of a flat image for cinema. But anyways, back up to custom. Go down. Now there's also game mode up under custom, but we don't want that. So let's go back up to custom. Click in on the stick. Go down to picture adjust. Okay, black stabilizer. I'm gonna adjust each one all the way up and all the way down to show you guys the difference. But right now I got it set to 50%, which is the best settings for me. But if you cut it all the way up, it washes out all the blacks. Or if you cut it down, it crushes all the blacks. Or in other words, makes all the blacks super dark. You can mess around with that. If you like super dark, like if you really want to adjust your monitor and make the colors pop, then you might want to set that to 40%. 40, but I have mine set to 50. 50 is a real good middle ground, and it does a good job at 50%. Sharpness, I got that set to 50%. Each TV is different. Sometimes sharpness 50% is too much, but all the way up looks like one of the game modes where everything is overly sharp. This is PC gaming, so when it comes to PC, the games look 3 to 5 times better than consoles anyways, depending on the game. So you don't really need it that sharp. You can even have it down at 20%, but I find that I like how it looks at 50%. But if I will recommend like 30 to 40%, but I got mine currently at 50. Black level, got it set to high. Either you got high or low. Low crushes the blacks a whole lot, and high kind of works with the blacks and kind of brings out more detail in the blacks. If you got it low, you'll lose a lot of detail in the blacks, but it'll make the colors pop more. It's kind of similar to the black with the other setting for the black. What was it called? Black what? Black stabilizer. It's kind of like similar to that setting, but this one it just has high or low. And I like high. It brings out some of the detail in the black areas, but your blacks aren't all that dark. If you like dark blacks, I recommend this, and probably bring up the brightness a little bit, or bring up the black stabilizer a little bit to get a little bit more detail in your blacks. But this don't look all that half bad actually. So, but I'm gonna leave it on high though. Response time. Now I don't know if this messes up the resolution of the screen, because sometimes on most screen, if you got response time turned on, if it's the option on the in particular TV screen or monitor, that means it kind of messes up the resolution of the screen. Because if it has high response time on a monitor or a screen, you shouldn't have to be able to turn it on and off. The reason why they give you the option of turning it on and off is because maybe it kind of messes up the quality of the image a little bit. But I don't think it's the case with this, because I did some stress testing, like just really sitting in front of it and really like looking at it to make sure it doesn't. I didn't see no difference between the picture quality. Let's go ahead and set it off and leave out of here. Let's see if like I said, I see no difference in image quality with it turned off. Then even the response time, it doesn't seem like it's a slower response time when it turned off. And it doesn't really seem like it's that much faster when it's turned on. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a thing where you kind of notice it at certain points in time, but most of the time you don't. But just to be safe than sorry, I always leave the response time on high. Then gamma, I don't mess with that, but let's adjust it, just to see the different ones. That's just the overall like output brightness of the whole entire monitor. And actually gamma 1 don't look that bad at all, actually, to be honest with you. It kind of gives it this blue color though, like a slight blue color, and it kind of darkens the blacks a little bit, but it don't look that bad at all. I might actually end up leaving it on that. my actual settings that I keep it on actually makes it look like a movie. It kind of has like slightly washed out a little bit, but at the same time super colorful, but not overly colorful, and real crisp and sharp and crisp images, but without being super overly crisp and sharp, and sharp enough without being flat. But I like, oops, end up leaving out. But I like how that Gamma One looks. Might have to experiment with that bad boy. Yeah, Gamma One. Let me see. And there's certain games I choose when I be doing my settings too. And keep in mind too, you guys, when you're watching this video right now, you're not gonna really understand exactly how it looks in person because I'm recording it off my video camera, off the screen, and then I gotta run it through the editor, which is gonna compress it, and then YouTube is gonna compress it a little bit more, and I also gotta adjust it so it can look exactly like the monitor that I'm looking at in person. But I still won't be able to get it exactly how it looks. But I'm gonna keep this at Gamma One. I like how that looks. It actually does a good job. It actually gives you deep blacks without crushing it too much, and you still get your detail in the black areas. So it's always good to keep detail in your bright areas of your monitor, of your image, and your details in your dark areas at the same time. Yeah, so Gamma One color temperature. At first, I had it set to warm. You can have it set to warm if you kind of want like a certain kind of look to it. Like it kind of gives it that slight movie look a little bit. Medium is kind of you have a little bit of warm and cool. Cool. It's just what it is. It makes everything more of a cooler color. Got a little bit of blue wash over the whole screen. Not really blue, but it's more of cool. It's like it just makes the whole image more cooler, you know, and it makes it more warmer. I like that medium. Then you can also go to custom. You click on custom, and then you can adjust the reds, the greens, and the blues. But I'm not a professional TV calibrator guy, so color temperature, I'm gonna keep it at media. But skin tones are six color. As I said, skin, six color. Don't mess with that at all unless you got a calibration tool, which runs you a lot of money. Where you can reset, and then there should be more advanced settings. I think I think that's it. And then let me go back to general. General is just basic stuff. Power LED. That's that little light that's next to the logo on the screen. Automatic standby. If you had this TV on, it end up going to standby mode. Energy saving, I always turn that off because it kind of dims the lights and stuff inside your monitor and stuff. And I want to get the best out of my monitor. But if you want to use this and you want to make sure it lasts for an ultra long time, and you want to save energy about a penny and a half or 2 cents a month, then I say turn that on. You don't really save that much money at all when turning smart energy saving on your devices. So that's pretty much it, people. Like I said, let's go ahead and leave all the way back out. And then, like I said, if you click to the left or right, it's going to show the volume indicator. So to bring up the menu wheel, you either want to click in or click up and down. Bam, you click in. Like I said, game mode is at the top. You got your inputs to the right. You got your menu right here on the left side. You can turn off the monitor, bam, like that. Turn it off, and then click it in. Just press it inward to turn it back on, And it shows you little stuff up there. Energy saving is off, and shows your HDMI input. Oops. Close that. Don't want game mode, so we're not going to press up. Menu brings up your menu, and you have your quick settings where you can adjust it right there on the fly. And let's go. Hold on, I just realized something. Picture mode, custom. Go down to adjust picture. Yeah, it doesn't have brightness So quick settings. Yes, I remember adjusting that to 70. I always adjust my all my monitors and TVs to around 60 to 70 in contrast. And then brightness, this is actually supposed to be lower. I always adjust my brightness to 45 or 50. So I don't know why is this at 100. Let me adjust it down. It doesn't look bad at 100. Actually, this is the first time ever a monitor or a TV don't look bad at all at 100. I'm surprised everything isn't washed out when you got it set to 100. it washes out all the blacks. You always want to find that good mid ground. But let me end the game. Let me go ahead and meditate real fast to the daytime so we can really see. See, a.m., 12 noon, p.m. So we can really see how the blacks are going to look when I adjust my brightness how I normally have it. I really wish you guys can see this in person. It'd be more better if you could see it in person instead of, how the way I'm doing it. But menu, quick settings, brightness. Yeah, I guess it can be at 90. Anything below 90 is kind of too dark, kind of losing all my detail in the dark areas. I'm gonna keep it at 100. It don't look bad at all at 100. I'm surprised. And then input, then ratio. You can adjust this is how you adjust the aspect ratio of the monitor. You can go to wide. Original just pretty much gives you the actual game settings. If you got your game set to 2560 by 1080p natively, then it's gonna go to whatever that source is originally. So if I put in a 1080p input to this, it's gonna have borders on each side of the screen because it's only 1080p. But if I go to wide, menu, quick settings, ratio. If I go to wide, then it's gonna make that 1080p image more wider. Go to cinema. I don't know how the hell that's cinema, but it zooms it in a little bit, so everything is like stretched out. Then cinema 2, it kind of zooms it back out, but it's still stretched out. And then I can't go to 1:1. It's like standard definition or something. Lower than standard definition, like that 1:1 scale. But anyways, people want to go back to original. That's what you always want to have it on original. So that's gonna be my settings. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like down below. Let me know. Ooh, no, I don't want to reset my settings. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys got any suggestions, or if you want to see anything else, any other unboxings I've done, if you want to see details of certain things that I unboxed, let me know. Sorry for the late, like I said, sorry to get to this video so late, but hey, better late than never, and I'm out of here. Peace.